What is up, guys? A little bit different of a video again today. I'm going to run you through how my client Mason lost 60 plus pounds in 26 weeks working with me, built muscle, burnt fat, and got in the best shape of his life. And I'm not doing this to gas myself up. I'm doing this so that I can run you through how you can do that on your own as well. So I'm going to run you through the entire A to Z process, step by step, so that you can lose 60 plus pounds, hopefully, if not more, if not less, whatever your goal is. Build muscle, burn fat, and get in the best shape of your life. Again, this video is for men who are tired of being the big guy in the room and want to finally take control of their health. I help men lose 20 to 30 plus pounds, reclaim their energy, and finally feel proud of the man staring back in the mirror without starving, endless cardio, or gaining it all back using the optimal method. And these are just some of my client transformations here. Now, before we dive in, I want to run you through who I am. I'm Alistair, Mr. Optimal, and I'm going to show you how I helped my client Mason drop 60 pounds and completely turn his life around in just 26 weeks. Not only did he lose the weight, he built confidence, regained control, and he's now stronger than ever. And he has more lean muscle than ever as well. Before I break down how we did it, I want you to see the real difference right here behind how Mason looked before we started on the left and how he looks now. Now, before we get into the entire steps of the video, I do want to let you guys know that this video is for you if you're tired of being the big guy in every room and want to finally feel proud of your body. If you've tried diets, cardio, or programs before, but the weight always comes back, this video is for you. If you want to lose 30 to 50 plus pounds, build real strength, and still eat the foods that you love, this video is for you. And yes, that includes burgers. Now, if you're sick of guessing and want a proven plan, this video is for you. If you don't want to train hours a day and spend 10 hours a week in the gym, you need something efficient, realistic, and sustainable, this video is for you. And if deep down you know you're capable of more, you just need the right structure and someone to keep you accountable, this video is also for you. Now, to be candid with you guys, this video is not for you if you're looking for shortcuts, gimmicks, or some magic fix to undo years of neglect. This program is for men who are ready to earn results, period. You can't commit to at least 3 to 4 hours a week in the gym, and you don't have to spend 10 hours a week in the gym, hours a day. If you can't prep your meals and you can't show up for yourself, then this video is not for you, right? And if you aren't ready to take radical ownership of your actions, your health, and your standards, this video is not for you. And if you want to be coddled or told what to hear, not what you need to hear, this video is not for you. Also, if you'd rather stay comfortable than be held accountable, scroll away. Newsflash, this video is not for you. And if you're not willing to put your ego aside and be coached by somebody or taught things by somebody who's already built the results that you want so that you can do these things on your own, this video is not for you. Now, the truth about fat loss that no one talks about is you can lose 30 to 50 plus pounds, build real strength, and never gain it back, but only if you stop doing what's keeping 99% of you guys stuck. Most men fall off because they've never been taught how to control their energy intake without obsession, right? They either starve themselves, binge eat, or blindly follow meal plans that are not sustainable, right? For example, keto, carnivore, et cetera, crash diets, right? The name crash is in the diet. Now, if you just train for performance or comfortability, like not punishment, and I don't want training to be a negative thing. Like I'm not saying go kill yourself or have this negative mindset in the gym. But you do need to push yourself. Like going in there and doing random workouts and just doing what's comfortable every single week is not going to build the strong, lean physique that you actually want. And also, you have to run a proven system, not just do guesswork. If you're winging it without structure, feedback, or real accountability, you're not going to get the results that you want, truthfully. Now, don't worry, I'm not going to let that happen to you guys. I promise, I care about you. There's no such thing as I don't have time, my metabolism is broken, or that doesn't work for me. Those are lies that you've been sold. They're not facts. Truthfully. You don't need 2-hour workouts, cardio marathons, or elite genetics to become the strongest, leanest version of yourself. You just need a system that's built for real life people, and you just need the discipline to follow it, or someone to hold you accountable so that you can follow it. Now, if you're ready to stop starting over, here's what I'm about to show you. Why everything that you've tried until now, such as keto, cardio, crash diets that are built to fail you, has failed you. I'm going to break all that down, and I'm also going to break down how you can finally break free from that cycle that's kept you stuck in the same body for years. I'm going to break down how my client Mason lose 60 plus pounds reversed years of bad habits, and rebuilt his confidence from the ground up without starving, giving up the food he loves, or spending 10 hours a week in the gym. I'm going to also break down exactly how I can help you lose 30 to 50 plus pounds permanently. You're never going to gain that back. With a system that works for real life people. People with busy schedules, cravings, family meals, and all of that stuff. Now, how to build strength, get lean, and reclaim your energy without giving up your lifestyle or living in a box just eating shit like chicken and veggies is also what I'm going to show you. I want you to look good, feel good, and actually have a system that allows you to do this forever. That means it needs to fit your lifestyle. Now, who am I and why do I do this? Now, I was not born the way that I look now. I did not have perfect discipline my entire life or confidence, right? I had to earn all of the stuff that I have through pain, relapse, and rebuilding myself from rock bottom. When I was 2017, I just got sober. I was addicted to pills, cocaine, alcohol. Before that, I'd started using drugs when I was about 13 years old, and it got completely out of control. Fitness was not just a hobby for me after I got sober. It was a lifeline that saved me along with Jesus Christ. I was insecure. I was weak, man. And I hated the guy in the mirror, bro. I really did. But over time, I built the habits, the structure, and the mindset that gave me my life back. And I want that for you too. So for the last 6 years, I've lived and breathed this, not just for myself, but to help other men reclaim control of their bodies, their minds, and their lives. I have seen how misinformation is out there. Again, starve yourself, cut out all the carbs, fat burning workouts, tone the muscle. And I've made it my mission to give men the truth and the tools that actually work. I don't just coach this, man. I live and breathe this every single day. And if you're struggling, I promise I've been exactly where you are. The optimal method isn't just a theory. It's what I've built through years of pain, trial, and hard lessons in the trenches with real people. Over the last 5+ years, I've helped hundreds of men get in the best shape of their life and stay there by building a system that works for people with real lives. It's not about hacks. It's not about hype. It's about a proven process that delivers results every single time. And now for the first time, I'm going to break down that entire system step by step so that you can follow it too for free because I care about you. I'm going to walk you through exactly how I use the optimal method to help men lose 30 to 50 plus pounds, if not more, rebuild their confidence, and become unrecognizable in 12 weeks. All without cutting carbs, giving up your favorite foods, spending hours in the gym, or gaining the weight back. This is the A to Z blueprint behind the results that you've seen. And if you follow it, it's not a matter of if you see the results, it's a matter of when. Now, the first phase is going to be building your foundations, the priming phase. This is weeks 1 through 4 usually. It depends on how well you follow the plan and how your body responds as well, because everybody's a little bit different. But this is where we started a minimum effective training volume and cardio. And this is where we focus on progressive overload in the gym, building a good foundation, a little bit higher food intake, somewhere around maintenance, if not a slight deficit, and building a base for a fat loss phase. And then the second little bit of the program, the back end of it, weeks 5 to 12, also depending on how long you sign up to work with me, or how long you make this plan for yourself, whether that's a 12-week plan, whether that's a 24-week plan, 50-week plan, et cetera, break it up into phases. And then work on keeping this training volume in the second part of the phase at a maximum, right? While maintaining strength. This is called maximum recoverable volume. So we start with minimum effective volume, and then we approach maximum recoverable volume as we progress. We start off with a lower food intake here in the second part of the phase, like a slight deficit or a little bit more aggressive than a slight deficit if we already started off with a slight deficit and not at maintenance. And then we also are probably ramping up cardio here, daily steps, et cetera, so activity is high. Now, I want to show you how we used every single stage of the optimal method to help Mason go from overweight stuck to lean, strong, and fully in control. He was done making excuses. He was tired of not recognizing himself in the mirror, and he followed the system step by step to drop 60 plus pounds in 26 weeks. No crash diets, no endless cardio, no bullshit, man. Just a real system and real results for a real person, just like you. No, it's all about training, nutrition, and accountability at the end of the day. And with training, you want to focus on optimal form and progressive overload, maintaining strength. You can build muscle and burn fat. Anybody that tells you differently is lying to you. Again, with training, we start with minimum effective volume and approach maximum recoverable volume as we go throughout our mesocycles. We stick with the same meat and potato movements for around 12 weeks, and then our side dish movements change up around every 6 weeks. We focus on sleep for recovery as well, because sleep can be a limiting factor if you are consistently fatigued from lack of sleep. Nutrition is something to focus on, calories and macros for sure. Now, nutrition is where most of your progress comes from at the end of the day. What you put into your body is what you get out of it. Your nutrition is like a science experiment. The more changing variables you have in a science experiment, the more inconsistent your data or your end results, right? So the more changing variables you have in your calories per day, your proteins, your carbs, your fats, the more inconsistent your results at the end of the day. Now, you also want to have balanced planning. I say 75% whole foods, right? Beef, potatoes, chicken, fish, rice, whole grains, oats, fruits, veggies, et cetera. And then 25% like palatable foods that you enjoy. Again, you don't need to live in a box or just eat whole foods to make progress. And here's the thing, you can't control alt-delete things from, society. Like, I love cereal, man. Cereal ain't fucking going anywhere. So I know even if I last a year, 2, 3, 4 without eating cereal, eventually I'm going to crash, right? I'm not going to live the rest of my life without eating it. So I'll just incorporate it into my plan a little bit. That way I don't binge and break. And water intake is high as well. We want to make sure we're staying hydrated, right? Hydration is important. Accountability is also important, making sure we're logging our meals and our training and focusing on quality sleep and stress management. Now, again, like I said, stage 1 is that priming phase, and this is about 4 weeks. Depends on how your body responds and how well you follow a plan. If you don't follow a plan 10 out of 10, it ain't going to be 4 weeks. Again, if you make a plan and don't follow it to a T for the first 4 weeks, don't just be like, oh, well, it's week 5. I'm going to change to my fat loss phase. No, it's based off of how you respond and outcome-based decisions, assessing the data every single week. We're starting at minimum effective volume here so you don't hit a point of diminishing returns too quickly. Your fatigue isn't your limiting factor, right? We focus on building a strength foundation to practice progressive overload. We also get quality form. We're not just getting quantity here. We're not trying to move as much weight as possible. We're trying to build a good foundation, quality form, quality reps. And then we have a priming phase with nutrition as well. Again, this is about 4 weeks, starting with a higher calorie deficit intake, somewhere around maintenance, if not a slight deficit, so that you don't hit a point of diminishing returns too quickly with that as well. If I just tank you an aggressive deficit to begin with, you're probably not going to be too happy, right? We want consistency. We want sustainability. We're in this for the long run, right? Now, stage 2 is the fat loss phase. With the fat loss phase, this is about 5 to 26 weeks. It really depends, again, on how you respond, how much weight we have to lose, and what your goal is here at the end of the day. Also, how well you follow a plan, like I said, and how well you hold yourself accountable if you're trying to do this on your own. Weeks 5 to 26 is around this timeline would be the fat loss phase, and we're approaching maximum recoverable volume here. This is so we can continue to progress strength with a little bit less food, building off our foundations from the first phase so that we can maintain the muscle we have and hopefully pack on some more while being in a more aggressive deficit to burn fat. Now, the fat loss phase, again, with nutrition is about 5 to 26, week 5 to 26 as well. We have a calorie deficit here. If we started with a slight deficit and not at maintenance, just depending on where you're at and what your goals are, then we probably are going to be in a little bit more of an aggressive deficit here. We're just trying to complete the foundation, starting at a slight deficit and gradually increasing until we are at a desired level of body fat percentage. Once we reach your target body fat percentage, we go back to maintenance or around a slight surplus. It really just depends to ensure we can continue building off of these foundations. Now, the optimal method isn't just about losing fat. It's about reclaiming the version of yourself you know is buried under the weight. For Mason, it changed everything. Not just how he looked, but how he carried himself, how people saw him, and most importantly, how he saw himself at the end of the day. He dropped the weight. He started getting compliments from people who used to ignore him. More importantly, he stopped hiding in his clothes, dodging photos, and avoiding the mirror. He felt confident in himself. His only regret at the end of the day was not starting sooner. Because once you build the body that you're proud of and you realize what you're truly capable of all along, you ask yourself why you didn't do this from day one. Now that you understand how the system works and who it's built for, I want to present you with something. If you're carrying a 30 to 60 plus pounds of extra fat, or you have a weight loss goal of 30 to 60 plus pounds, if not around 25 to 30 pounds or more than 60 plus pounds, I want to help you. I'm tired of you hiding in your clothes and avoiding the mirror, not feeling confident in your body. I'm tired of you starting over and over and over again and not getting the results. I don't want that for you because I know what it feels like, brother. And if you're ready to finally burn fat, build strength, and take control, committed to being the version of yourself you know you're capable of becoming, then this is for you. If you'll follow a proven system to lose 10 to 15% of your body fat in the next 12 weeks without giving up your favorite foods, training 2 hours a day, or gaining it all back, and if it doesn't work for you if you follow the system, I will refund you in full. And if you're interested in this, making progress just like my clients, having me coach you and help you get the results that they got so that you can be that happier, healthier version of yourself, go to the description, book a call with the link in there, and we will talk more about how I can help you. And this call is not designed to sell you. It's really just to get an idea of where you're at now, more in depth, where you want to be. It also gives us a chance to talk face to face and just see how I can help you. Because at the end of the day, I just want to see everybody happier, healthier, and in a body that they love. I hope you guys have a blessed day. And again, if you want to be that happier, healthier version of yourself, let's take that next step. Because I know what you're made of. It's just time for you to prove it to yourself.